Yo, bazinga! My internet rocks. You're about to experience the world's best internet system. But we are indeed reacting to the first camping video that my friends and I made last season. Ahead of It's gonna be epic. So what you're gonna get today is kind of a director's cut commentary. If I can figure the old video. So I am hoping that you will be able to see me. Yeah, it looks like you can, and I'm hoping that is pretty cool videos over there on the side. um, yeah, I'm hoping that you'll be able to see this video and it does not look dumb. Let's see. Yeah, I can get behind that. All right. So, first I want to start by saying that this video is it sucked to put this together. I'm not gonna lie. It was really just a terrible first day for our production team out there, and for the campers too. It was probably worse for them, to be honest. Um, but yeah, basically what the concept of this video is that my friends and I came up with last season was to get a bunch of people together. In this case, it's I guess four people together, and have them go out, be on separate teams, and survive in the middle of the woods. That was the original concept, and then we added a few challenges later on to have it be freaking crazy. Okay. I play the show host. The show host name is Joey Razzle. So that's what I'm trying to do here. That's what I'm trying to portray. Um, and yeah, I guide them through a number of different games, and I'm not like the greatest gamer, if you will. So sometimes I do struggle at providing proper instructions to these folks. But I do like doing this. It's a good amount of fun. And this was our first video. So I talked about how it sucked to put this thing together and set it up, and it really did, to the point where we didn't even know what location we were going to be using up until 3 hours before the production. And this is like a 48-hour long production, or at least we thought it was going to be going into this. It ended up being just like a 9 to 5, I think is what we shot, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday. And we were originally going to have it be like multiple days. Like it was going to be Friday, it was going to be Saturday, and even a little bit into Sunday. But by the end of Saturday night, everyone was just like, this is so, like, we've done so much out here. We have to go home. We have to leave. So that kind of sucked. But I was in the same boat. It was a little bit tiring. And the reason that it was tiring, the reason that it sucked wasn't necessarily because of the production. Of course, that helped it. But we had to drag all of our props in big boxes and shit down the hill into the power lines, across the sand dunes, into the woods. And by the time we got there, it was like 35 minutes. So it was a 35-minute journey, dragging multiple, like there and back, dragging multiple boxes of props down. And yeah, it was just, it was a disaster. We forgot stuff. I had to run to the store and get food. People were getting hungry. Um, and just walking there and back 40 minutes each way was not ideal. It felt like 40 minutes. It had to be. It had to be. And this was just, the reason that we did this at this location was because we wanted it to be discreet, and it was like in the middle of like some neighborhood in the power lines. Um, that's where it was. So yeah. Um, this video is awesome though. This concept, I am liking this concept. We've been rolling with this now for a couple of years. We just put out another video which is going to drop on Sunday. Um what was I talking about? Oh yeah. So the reason that production really struggled to put this together is cuz it was our fault. We like fucking didn't know what we were doing. And like the day of the shoot, we had this idea that we were gonna have it in another location, and then that location we were not able to use it anymore because it was an absolute mosquito pit. And so we had to change up locations very quickly last minute here. and it was like 3 hours before the production was supposed to begin. It confused our contestants, it confused us. We were buying stuff like last minute, 3 hours, obviously, like, extremely unprepared for this thing, and it showed because we were supposed to start shooting on Friday, and we didn't even start shooting until the next day on Saturday because it was just a hell. It was a nightmare, and, we just like, our initial concept was, "Okay, we're gonna film these guys out in the woods, these contestants, like, setting up their, like, forts." We had them build, like, forts and bases, and it got to the point where we just said, "We can't even possibly film this. We're still dragging boxes of shit into the woods and food and getting certain contestants there," and it just wasn't happening. So, we just let a couple of our contestants that were there already start building, their forts just because they're bored out of their tree and, needed a place to sleep for the night, essentially. So that's what we did. We had, like a tent, that one of the contestants was, so kind enough to let us stay in. And the main concept of this video is that we two of my friends have pretty significant camping experience, Wheeler and Nick, and so those are the ones that, we basically told them that they're going to be facing off against each other, and then my other couple of friends who were the gamers, the so-called gamers, they actually are gamers. um, my other couple of friends, John and Marshall, we're going to put them on, you know, each team essentially. Give one of them to Wheeler, give one of them to Nick, and say, take these guys and run with it. They're on your team. Someone's going to win this thing. And yeah, aside from that, I will now, after that long winded introduction, very long winded, I'll let the video speak for itself, except when I pause it for narration. This is what you wanted. This is what you people wanted. This is the narration. Trust me, this is what you people want. All right, let's get into the video.
I'm Tyler Wheeler. I'm 29 years old. I do groundskeeping and cemetery work for the town of Marshfield. I'm a white Caucasian male. I have a 3-foot wingspan.
My name's Nick O'Neill.
All right. So for Tyler Wheeler, our friend Wheeler, we shot this over my friend's house with a blue screen. We wanted a nice looking introduction. This was like a couple days, I think, or a couple weeks maybe before the camping video actually begun. And we didn't want them to actually say their occupation. But we didn't want them to say like where they worked, but we did want them to say what they did for work. So yeah. This is Nick.
I'm 27 and I don't do anything. Caucasian male, blood type A negative.
True.
I went camping a lot as a kid. I like the outdoors, work outdoors.
Boy Scouts and just love of the outdoors. So solid amateur level.
So Nick actually was in the Boy Scouts. I think he said he made it to Life Scout before he had to go start working. So he's got skills. We asked him, "What are your best attributes?"
None. No natural born abilities. No grit,
Tough.
no determination, not stubborn. I'm pretty weak all around. So I just think Wheeler's weaker.
Nick was not super serious in this in this interview, but he played it right. He tricked his opponent, saying he was weak, if you will.
I don't drink a lot of water on the daily, so I feel like I'll be able to outlast most other people. I think that's
True.
an edge.
Spirit animal.
So I think my spirit animal, honestly, would be a snake, just because
Hell yeah.
I feel like if there's a problem that I can't solve, like I don't have the skill set, I can usually think my way around it.
It's true. Wheeler's a thinker.
I think I said a bear.
That's sick.
So my multi-tool.
All right, I gotta explain this. So, what is your loadout? With each contestant, with Nick and Wheeler, we had them bring 3 items, and this is a common theme in these camping videos. We have them bring 3 items that cannot include flint and steel. At least this time around, it could not include flint and steel. And we told them choose wisely because you only get 3 items here. And so I think we might have banned sleeping bags for items, so they couldn't use that. Couldn't use pillows. But yeah, just like helpful tools. So let's see what they chose for tools. Look like Nick's got a multi-tool here. Let's see.
Leatherman and hatchet. and water bottle and rope. And
choice.
those would be go-tos in my bag. Obviously, I would like to have more things, but I can't. I thought I saw he had a chair with him. So burning one of his 3 items
He's talking
with
about
a chair,
Wheeler.
it's kind of rookie move, amateur.
I brought a chair, which was kind of a last minute decision. I'm hoping that it's a really good choice, surprisingly, but we'll see. I went with my Leatherman.
I think the chair really did work out for Wheeler in this point. I think he enjoyed that chair, and of course the Leatherman, gotta have that.
It has a lot of tools on it. Brought my hatchet, which gives you the bonus of maybe getting a spark off of it.
Perfect item. What are you worried about?
I'm worried about misrecognizing an edible out there, which I don't think I'm going to die, obviously, or giving you a chance, but could cause some stomach discomfort. The water.
So little side note, the place that we actually did end up shooting this at, Wheeler was the one that took us there, and he discovered this location before us, and he was having us try all kinds of crazy things out there. This is before the camping challenge started. He was having us try berries and all kinds of stuff. No, I think there was only like blueberries out there or something that we could eat. I don't know if they actually did that during the event or not, but yeah, we didn't give them a whole lot of food. All right, back to the video.
Our situation is kind of up in the air right now.
I'm mostly nervous about water, where we're going. There's been a lot of algae blooms with cyanide. There's no predators
Actually,
that
is
we
that
have to
true?
worry about.
I don't remember that. Was there algae blooms a year ago? Probably. All right.
Other than people, which there probably won't be other people. If it comes down to it, we will battle.
Pause. All right. So there were other people. It was like a public open trail. They didn't disturb us or talk to us really, but they were like, this is the power lines, right? So this is where people are gonna go and like be on ATVs and like go walking, but no one like disturbed us. They definitely saw us, and I was almost like ran over by a quad a couple of times when I was like walking on the trail, but you just had to get out of the way fast. It's pretty intense. But yeah, they weren't mad. They just saw us and waved, and we didn't really interact that much. So I think Wheeler might have got scared at one point that he thought like somebody on like an ATV was like a cop or something, but that was very untrue. Yeah.
Battle the homeless for resources, and we will crush them. Got to believe in myself. At least believe in myself more than I believe in Tyler winning, which that's easy.
Low chances.
I have no idea what it's going to entail, but we'll see. It's just more time out.
Yeah, so we didn't tell them a whole lot of stuff. They really didn't know what this was going to entail. And so Wheeler, I think he was expecting more of like a survival man type of video, because that's kind of how he pitched it. We didn't pitch it with like the survivor like style challenges and stuff on top of this. So I don't think he was quite expecting that. Wheeler was away on vacation for the next video we did, so he wasn't in it. But I don't think he would have done it if he was around. Back to the video.
Doors, which I like, so hopefully it'll be a good time.
Don't know where we were for this, man. Pause. It was a trail camera. This is my friend Connor's idea to set up. And this idea worked out really well. Really well. Sometimes the trail cams don't always pick up everything that I would like for them to pick up, but overall they did awesome. So you'll see trail cams sprinkled throughout this, and you'll probably see like some of our production crew walking like up and down hills as well on the trail cams. There's good looking trees out here, man. It's one thing about the Massachusetts woods. It's our friend John. It's our friend Reggie on production. And here are the campers, Nick and Wheeler.
Hey. Nick O'Neill and Tyler Wheeler.
There they are. All right. Do you like me in this video? Joey Razzle, baby. I didn't really like for the host, I didn't really know what I was doing a whole lot of the time. I was just kind of improvising a whole lot of this. Like I wasn't really told a whole lot of what to do for like the introduction, so I just kind of improv'd it. Some of the challenges I had an idea of what they were, but I couldn't actually see them set in stone until we actually did them in this video. So if it's a little rocky, it's a little rocky, but obviously, yeah, I tried to dress like I don't know, like a Survivor show host, I guess, out in the safari, baby.
Welcome to Camping Grounds and the wild ride that you are about to endure. In this camping challenge,
Look at them.
we will run you through a number of
Oh,
challenges. The point system.
we did shoot a majority of this on autofocus. I'm sorry. Yeah, you'll see. We did our best.
The raw egg. Are you gonna win the most eggs, Nick? Are you?
All right. So the point system. Look at that focus. That's beautiful. The point system was eggs in this video. Whoever got the most amount of eggs ends up winning the competition. And so as they win like challenges and games, they get eggs. You'll see. I won't give too much of that away.
You gonna have the most eggs at the end of the competition? Or are you going to have the most eggs at the competition? If you
At
don't
the
get
competition.
so hungry. Do you want to eat your little eggs during
They
the
probably couldn't have
competition?
eaten the eggs.
Whoever comes away with the most eggs at the
They definitely could not have eaten the eggs because those were gonna overheat in the sun.
end of this competition is the winner. Tyler Wheeler, what are your expectations from this challenge?
He's got
You
expectations.
think you're gonna win?
Depends on what the challenge is.
They had no idea what they were doing, dude.
Like fire building.
Yeah, I mean, get a fire building and give it. Okay.
I trust you.
Yeah, so we had them build their own fires, you know, like the first night, and that continued into day 2. Whoever was able to get their fire going first. Nick actually got his fire going, and I believe Wheeler got his fire going a little bit later on the next day. And I believe that they both cheated in order to do it. They both like found like a lighter somewhere, or something like that. Something like that. I'll have to talk with them because I'm not 100% sure. But I was like gone when they were getting their fires started, getting food or something. But yeah,
Nick, do you think that you're gonna win this competition?
he thinks.
Do you think you're gonna walk away with the most eggs?
Maybe if I knew what we were doing.
He has
Maybe
no idea.
if we knew what we were doing. What do you think we're doing, Nick?
Couldn't tell you.
Oh, come
Wow.
on.
Expectations for this.
Low.
What are your
Mm.
expectations for this, Nick?
Low.
Really low.
Yeah, so this was after day 1 when we had them show up on that Friday there, and we told them that we were going to start filming. I think it was like around 1 o'clock on Friday, and we just did not film a single thing at all. And they saw all of our production hellhole nightmare that we went through of dragging boxes down in there. And we made them help too. They're very pissed off at us at this point, as they should be too. But I think it worked out in the end. But that day 1 was freaking crazy, man.
You don't trust my production team.
I wonder why.
I wonder why that could be.
Yeah,
I wonder why.
Perfect shot to follow that up.
My name is Joey Razzle. Enjoy your weekend. And good morning.
They love it. Some of these transitions are interesting. We just shot like a bunch of B-roll around them. I think that's Nick's fire. Yeah, that's Nick's camp right there. It was a good made fort. I wish we got more shots of the forts because they really put a lot of effort into that. That's Wheeler's fort right there. Wheeler, I think this is one of his first times on camera, I think.
Nick O'Neill.
All right. So we did like a auction, which was interesting. And I didn't fully know how auctions work. I got to be honest with you. So I was like offering the items to like one team only and being like going, gone instead of like offering up to both teams. You'll see what I mean. But I now know how they work a little bit more. But I actually had seen auctions though before because at my old job I filmed one. But so that's kind of where I got this character inspiration of like going, gone. But yeah, it was kind of hard to do. You're just, you're managing and dealing with a whole lot of different elements here all at one time while trying to act goofy. So let's see how they did during this auction. This is our first challenge, a little bit out of the ordinary. We probably should have waited with the auction until like midday to do this, but we did it right off the bat, which is pretty funny.
And Tyler Wheeler, welcome to challenge number 1. Let's get into item number 1.
We bought all these things at
Oh,
Walmart
this one is one of my personal favorites.
in the package store.
A tarp!
Someone's gonna want
Could
that.
be interesting.
No, I don't think any of them wanted that.
Who wants to bid on the tarp?
They need a tarp.
Nick Wheeler, do you want to bid an egg for 1 tarp?
You want it.
We know the weather doesn't look great. We know it will provide you a great source of shade.
Yeah, so they're bidding their eggs for these items, by the way. Each team, I think they started off with 3 eggs each. And yeah, they're gonna bid their eggs for items is how this worked, I believe.
What do you think? Eggs? Anyone?
No one wants them.
I fucking told you. Nick O'Neill and
Yeah, I
Tyler
got
Wheeler
pissed.
are great contestants.
No
Next
one
up,
wanted that
we
tarp.
have a mystery item. Either one is up for grabs. Nick, can I get you bidding 1 egg? 1 egg, 1 egg?
1 egg, Nick.
Nick, can I get you bidding 2 eggs? 2 eggs for a mystery item. 2 eggs. Going once. Going twice. 1 egg to Nick O'Neill.
Hell yeah.
Here's your warm egg back.
Let me see that egg.
They were warm after holding them for a
Thank
while.
you.
Connor did a good job with these graphics.
Your item, Nicholas. Why don't you go with this one?
I'll be honest, the whole currency system and the egg count system was more well thought out and better done than it is in our new video. That's one area where our new video lacks, but it's stronger in a lot of areas.
Didn't go with the one I said. Interesting.
Ooh, okay. So he just got a secret message. We were giving out secret messages and like hints and clues to like how to win the game and what to do to win the game. But yeah, they actually just ended up being secret missions. You'll see.
We have another little surprise for him that also comes along with these mystery items.
All right. So the other surprise is what I was talking about earlier. Our gamer friends, Marshall and John. Yeah, they had no idea that they were there. And it was funny because like night 1, they did sleep out in the woods with us. We just had them like show up later after Nick and Wheeler had already got there. And yeah, somehow it was crazy. We like snuck them by under the radar somehow. Well, they slept over in our in our tent. We had kind of a packed tent night 1. All right, continue. There they are. The way this is shot is interesting. Shot good, but nice.
My name is John. I'm 27 years old.
All right, so now the gamers are going to go through their intros. John also went over to my friend Connor's house, but like at a separate time. When there's a whole formula to this. He went over to Connor's house and shot his intro in front of the blue screen, and then my friend Marshall, he was in Maine, so he couldn't come down to Massachusetts, where I'm from, and shoot an intro. So I think he like wrote an intro, and we voiced over an intro for him and just gave it like a pitch shifter. You'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see when it comes up. But this is John.
I'm champion 3 in Rocket League.
Rocket League champion.
My name is Marshall.
There he is.
Height 6'5". Race Caucasian.
You'll see
Sex male.
Yep. Best attributes.
I'm extremely durable and hard to crack,
True.
and I got a mind of steel. Pretty much survival-wise, everything I know I've learned from Minecraft.
Yeah, so the audio
I'm not
sync on
afraid
this
of
was
anything.
not
My
exactly ideal. And I don't know how the audio is going to be on this stream in general. It's my first one, so hopefully good. Probably not, though. But here it is a little bit out of sync, so you're not just seeing that. It is, something got messed up in render or something like that, I think.
Stats are
This is the
maxed
only
out.
part, though.
I've actually been a passenger to 3 separate car crashes. On the 3rd, I hit my head hard and
Yeah, Marshall wrote this whole. It's pretty funny. He wrote this whole intro out here for his character, his gamer character. It's pretty good.
came out with a new sense I refer to as the Call of the Wild.
Spirit animal.
My spirit animal is a wild boar, because I may be round in the middle, but I will gorge the competition.
My spirit animal would definitely be a frog.
The 3 items that I'm
Yeah,
bringing
they would
are
bring-
cigarettes, weed, and booze.
Yeah.
The 3 items I would bring would be bug spray, a lighter, either cannabis or alcohol. I
Yeah.
just need to feel something other than the way I feel right now.
Yeah, so obviously their 3 items were a little bit more jokier than our main contestants, but we wanted it to be. We basically said make it funny, and they did.
Well, I'm definitely looking to sabotage. I'm willing to
Yeah.
do whatever it takes to win.
To sabotage the other
Yeah, so we even told them to when they get into the game to sabotage the other teammates. To sabotage the other team of whichever team that they get put on. So we asked them what they would do in order to sabotage the other contestants. Yeah. So let's see what they say.
contestants, my plan is to leave meat scraps outside of their tent at night
Absolutely.
to hopefully attract predators.
If any enemy campers came to my
Comfortable in the
campsite,
spot.
I would immediately go for the eggs and protect my points.
If my camp was approached by another contestant, my strategy would be to use my intimidating shouts and throw rocks.
I think everyone out there should worry
Well
about
done.
me because I am the final boss of this challenge. I signed up for this to show the gamers out there that despite thousands of hours behind a computer screen, that
You
you
can
can make
do
it
it.
out there too.
I'd like to see a challenge where we have to kill something bigger than a chipmunk.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Here come our mystery items
That
now
happens.
that go along with the messages.
Yeah. So Nick and Wheeler, they both got one.
Wow. What's up?
They both got
Tyler
one.
Wheeler and Nick O'Neill.
What's up, guys?
You will be rewarded 1 camper aboard your team. Nick O'Neill. You get John Tellier on your side.
Big round of applause.
Why don't you help him? Show him how to fire
PlayStation,
make a little bit.
Perfect.
You
shirt
two will
there.
be staying together for a little while. Tyler, you get Marshall.
Mhm.
He knows some things. He knows others. Nick, with
Had
the
no idea
addition
what
of
to say
John Tellier on your team, you were awarded 5 more eggs.
Hell yeah.
Tyler, with the addition of Marshall on your team, you were awarded
Yeah, we bought a
5
shitload
more
of eggs for
eggs.
this.
Campers, it is now time to continue our auction.
Back when they were cheap.
Our next
Okay.
item. Vegetable juice.
Oh, no one's gonna want
Team
that.
John and Nick.
Not even low sodium.
Great
Great value.
Wheeler
yeah,
and
it is
Marshall.
great value.
Come on, somebody bid an egg on this. Somebody
I
bid
wanted
an
people
egg
to
on
do
this.
Vegetable juice on you.
On me?
Yeah, that's otherwise we're not.
They should have done that. That would have been epic. Dump that juice on me.
This item has been discarded. Our next item. This one's going to be a swag
Walmart
pack.
bag. Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
there's multiple
I just wanna put
rewards
that
in
real
here.
So yeah, we went out to Walmart and bought swag packs, which is just like magazines that said some crazy shit on it, and some gangster clothing. Here, you'll see. We put it together in like a pack, and I think we included some cigarettes and some booze in some of these packages as well. So just, a little something to excite them.
This comes with a magazine from
Oh, yeah.
Walmart.
Oh my god.
It also comes with an energy drink
Oh yeah, energy drink.
and
All eggs are going down for this one.
incredible
That's a
clothing
good
for you
shirt.
to wear while you're out on the camping grounds.
That's fire. It's a good shirt. Yeah. Snoop Dogg too.
Wow.
Doesn't even look
Everybody
like
likes Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
Looks like a
How many people know Snoop Dogg?
Everybody.
So, John and Nick, Tyler and Marshall, can I get you to bid on the swag pack?
Mm.
The swag pack, we'll throw 1 egg down on that.
That's
1 egg from Tyler and Marshall's team, Nick and John. Can I get you guys to throw down 1 egg? Can you top their bid? 2 eggs.
I'll go 2 eggs.
2
Nick
eggs.
has just gone 2 eggs. 2 eggs for the swag pack. Going once, going twice. Last chance, team Tyler and Marshall.
I really wanted him to
for
bid on
3
it.
eggs. Sold to Nick and John Tellier.
Good choice.
Swag pack, come get your full throttle.
Get your reward.
9/11 magazine. Yeah, you guys kind of rule.
They do kind of rule.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Nick
just
enjoyed
wanted
that
the
magazine.
Our next item.
I knew we had to get those as soon as we saw it.
Contestants.
He does the energy drink right
Are
away.
you ready for our next item? The
Ooh.
candy bowl.
Yeah, it was around Halloween time, so we bought a nice
and
candy
John.
bowl.
I know you want a candy bowl.
Some of the only food we
In
had
here
out there
includes
for
some
him.
candy
be honest.
apples, some Carl gummies. Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast Coral
Do
Gummies.
you want to bid on this incredible candy bowl?
Egg.
1 egg from Team Marshall Wheeler.
Hell
Nick
yeah.
and John. Good snacks for the
Nope.
evening. Sold. 1 egg from Wheeler and
Yeah,
Marshall.
Wheeler gets a
Incredible
candy bowl and
bowl.
Marshall.
Good trick or treat. No problem. Thanks, Wheeler.
I'll take that egg.
Can I get a bid on this? Wow.
Yeah.
For
So
the
we
night.
did waste some money on that because no one's gonna drink that in the scorching hot sun. I forget what we ended up doing with it. I think we gave him a Reggie. I don't remember what happened. Something like that.
For the night.
Is that 2 sleeves?
1, 2.
Whoa.
Wheeler and Marshall.
1, 2.
1 egg.
I was
1
really
egg
trying
for
to get him
these.
to
1
bid on
egg.
that.
Nick and John. 1 egg.
Off
Wheeler and
tier
Marshall. 1
item.
egg. 1 egg. 1 egg for a whole day and night. What do you think?
No.
No eggs?
You should do one.
Going once. Going twice.
That's an instant vomit. Right
No.
Gone. Our next item. Ooh.
That was
Now
actually
that's
big.
a big
Spent
boy.
a lot of money on
One
that,
egg.
unfortunately.
1 egg from Team Nick and
But it was
John.
worth it. It made them happy.
Wheeler and Marshall.
Nick bid
Can
on
you
it.
top it? 2 eggs.
I don't think they wanted it.
1
Yeah,
egg. 1 egg
Nick
going
wanted
once.
that one.
Are you sure, Wheeler? Are you sure, Marshall? Don't let these guys
It's
take
fun dragging that
advantage of you
table
like
out in the
this.
middle of the woods.
Such a
too.
good find. Going once. Going twice. Sold to the highest bidder.
I'm gonna be drinking my Maker's Mark with my Snoop Dogg T-shirt on.
Next item.
Yeah.
A nice rope
Nice rope.
from Walmart.
I don't think anyone
Nick
wanted
and
that
John,
either.
I know you
Yeah,
two
we-
could use an incredible rope.
We got a
on your
better idea the
campsite,
second time around.
But Wheeler and Marshall,
Yeah, he had
he
rope.
just said he has rope. Did you bring rope along, Wheeler, for your campsite?
Don't need it.
Could be incredible for you.
Other
Rope
one
going
is-
once. Rope going
Good one,
twice.
1 egg.
Yeah. Every
1 egg
John
from John and
he
Nick
did buy the rope.
to hang himself
I guess
later
that's a
on.
cool gimmick.
1 egg going once. Going
Compliment
twice.
his own teammate, I guess.
Sold to the highest bidder.
Stopped
Nick is
happening
not
after
happy
this,
about
though.
that
They
one.
started fighting against each
Aw.
other.
Good choice, John Tellier. Good work. Contestants,
Low egg
our
count.
final item.
Oh, look at that, huh?
I don't really know
Cigarettes?
what that is.
Is that-
Cigarettes,
Oh, yeah,
cigars,
and a lighter.
the likes. Can I get an egg for these items?
Somebody bid an egg.
1 egg
What's all the way
from
to the
Marshall
right?
and Wheeler.
Cigar cutter.
1 egg going once. Nick and
Going
John,
twice.
I know you could use these items.
Oh, I know.
1 egg from Wheeler and Marshall. Last call, John
He's
Tellier.
loaded up.
I see you looking at me with the beady eyes.
Yeah, John wants it, bro.
Last call.
2 eggs.
2 eggs from John
Yeah,
and Nick's
that.
team.
Couldn't resist that.
3 eggs?
No, what the?
Oh,
3
I still
eggs
couldn't
from
resist
Marshall
it.
and Wheeler. Wow, the teammates already
You
corrupting the
need-
campers.
You need cigarettes out in the wild here.
3 eggs going once. 3 eggs going twice. John Tellier.
You need it.
I know you would like to offer a
I
4th
was
egg.
really trying to get him.
You said final. Pay up, boys.
John,
That's a good
once
shout,
more,
John.
look at these delicious cigarettes.
Mm.
Going once to Wheeler and
Delicious.
to Marshall. Going twice to Wheeler and to Marshall.
Come on, John.
3 times sold.
Right,
Wheeler
he-
and
he
Marshall.
didn't
You
break.
get the
He didn't
cigarettes.
break.
Come on up and toss in your egg. This concludes our auction.
Thank
Nick and
God.
Tyler,
No, that
You
was
may take your new
lot,
teammates
honestly.
back to your camp.
that was the majority of our items that we brought into the woods.
We'll rendezvous in a couple of hours. Joey Razzle out.
Soon time for challenge number 2. Good shot. We tried. Yeah, here's a trail cam shot of Nick's base. Nick and Wheeler were at separate locations, so we had Wheeler gathered to our kind of main central location here. Didn't care, he just walked right into that tree branch. Whoa. Kind of weird.
So I didn't get to see the beginning of the auction, but I got pulled in as soon as I got bidded for by my partner Nick.
Mhm.
I also sabotaged a little bit and bid on the string when Nick specifically told me he didn't want it.
Trading an egg
Understand
for a
the
rope
strategy.
is bad, but it's nice to have someone here to talk to and just chill with.
Oh, we'll
because
keep him a little
before
company.
I was just laying there.
And then later, I believe it was the cigarette and cigar item. Wheeler and Marshall bid 1 on that, and they seemed like they wanted it, so I bid 2. And then they
Mm.
in turn bid 3.
Oh, yeah,
so that
that's
was
what
my
happened,
little
huh?
strategic play to get them to spend
Good
more
work, John.
eggs.
Good work.
Didn't know exactly what we were going to be bidding on. I was hoping it was going to be water. I lucked out though. I saw an energy drink,
I want to talk about that.
and
We tried hard as hell to get them water out into the woods there, and it did not work because just the amount of things that we had to carry. I would have had to gone back to the truck again for more packages of water, and by the time I did go back there, they were all hot, and there was no way that I was carrying water back to the campsite. I did end up carrying, I forget how many. It was a good amount. I ended up carrying like 12 waters back to the campsite, but they I remember, dude, they all fell to the Walmart bag I was carrying, and we were so tired after just dragging everything in until like midnight that first night. It sucked. I had to call Connor and have him help me. After him and Ethan, they worked together on dragging a bunch of huge items down in the woods. They were exhausted too, but not as tired as the campers though. This is a strenuous event for them, but they did say they could have kept going. We were the ones that gave up. So
a little tabloid. Honestly, the energy drink thrown in with this and a T-shirt, which I'm going to use as a pillow. This is crazy. This
have
is
that.
wild. Like the first page, it's just like it's been a long and winding road for former Beatle Paul McCartney, who looks like he's nearing the end of it. Like they're saying, like, oh, he looks like he's gonna die. It's just wild stuff. I'm gonna enjoy reading that later. And the 9/11 stuff, it's just like they attacked us.
Classic.
One egg got me a 1.75 liter of Maker's Mark. This isn't cheap stuff.
My experience so far has been I was in a historic type auction where there's
Shout out
people
Marshall. He
involved.
drove
I was
4
auctioned
hours to
off
come
a
here.
Wheeler for the price of I think
Yes.
an egg.
So the auction was a really cool introduction. Got Marshall on my team. I was stoked about that. We got a lot
Wheeler
of
loved it. He loved
good
every
things
minute.
from the auction. A lot of stuff that we wanted. Passed on a lot of stuff that would have been a waste of a good egg.
True.
But getting the candy was nice. That apple,
like about
that
Wheeler,
apple
he's all
brought my
good
teammate
news.
back from a dark place. So
Wheeler was
we got one
depressed.
left, and we'll probably let
Candy
him
apples
keep
saved
that
him.
in case there's another emotional emergency where he needs it. We didn't get water for most of today, which was interesting. An interesting tactic on
Wasn't
the
on
production team
purpose.
to try and like dry us out.
Shout out to these
Yeah, I
guys.
don't
They
know.
endured it.
Joey seems like a kind of a slime ball. Like he's
Just
a
mocked
foot in
him.
each camp. Pretty sure I heard him talking to Nick and offering him tips for challenges that we had no idea were a thing yet.
I didn't get
Happened.
introduced to Joey until the show had already started. I mostly talked to the rest of the production crew. There was a lot of talk about like a 10K cash prize
Oh,
at
yeah.
the end of this whole
There's
thing.
no way
which-
we could have done that.
that talk just kind of dried up
Dollar,
since we
maybe.
got out to the woods, you know. Well, I took off like a lot of work because I thought that there was like a cash prize though. So I'm pretty deep in the hole for this project.
Crap.
I'm happy to be out in the woods. Well, I'm not happy,
Is it improv? We'll never
but
know.
I'm here.
What are we working with?
Oh, yeah. So he's
Little
opening up his
scroll.
message
So
that
it says
he got.
team.
But it's really a team mission. for him
Steal
and
one
John.
item from enemy camp without getting caught.
Yeah, we didn't want him to get
Reward
caught.
3 eggs. I would really rather not.
Hey, him and Wheeler made some sort of pact or something before this that they would like not attack each other, and that was like our goal for production. Was like, no, like do it. That was thank God we got John and Wheeler in there. I mean John and Marshall, because they stirred it up a little.
Steal from them. Unless eggs buy me water. I don't know about this. Nah.
Yeah, they
Not gonna
couldn't
do
have
it.
water, unfortunately.
All right, let's see what my scroll says.
Everyone was dying for
All
water.
right, the reward is 1 egg.
Went like that. You get 1 egg.
Team
for doing
challenge.
this.
Find and consume a bug.
That's it? That's all we have to do?
No problem for Nick.
I'll find a bug right now.
Yeah, this was pretty easy for him, to be honest. He was not afraid of the challenge. Cooked it and everything.
Just like roasting a marshmallow. Pretty crispy.
Eat it. You hear the crunch here. Ooh,
Tastes
not
burnt.
great. Burnt.
Send my word to the chef. Not happy.
Honestly,
You are
hurts
the
my
chef.
knees more going down.
Damn. Marshall's going crazy. That was Reggie in front of him who was on camera helping out. Look at me with that
Contestants,
challenge number 2.
welcome to
Challenge
our new
number 2.
game, Egg Plank. The winner of this competition gets 3 eggs, but you also have to balance an egg on your own team's balance board.
Yeah.
Nick, John, you're on the red team. Wheeler,
I struggled explaining the rules for this challenge. I'm not gonna lie. So if it's a little wonky, I apologize. This is like a challenge that we literally made up on the spot, or maybe we didn't. I just wasn't paying attention. I don't know, but either way, somewhere communication got lost. We did buy 2 big, wood planks, and try to have them balance eggs on top of the boards. That's what's going on here. So
Marshall, you're on the blue team. I'm going to place 1 egg on your board and make sure that you do not drop this egg or crack it. It cannot crack and it cannot drop.
true.
Step on over, Wheeler. Step on over, Marshall. Pick up one of those blue boards. Place your egg very carefully and make sure that you don't drop this egg.
Is it one hand?
Yeah, one-handed. Can't drop it.
Hold it.
This gets dramatic here. It gets intense, bro.
Calm, gentle breaths.
Ooh,
Oh,
John's
John
trying
is
to
going
do
for a cheater
sabotage,
move right
man.
there with a hand.
Is there any Beastie Boys in here?
Yep.
Take any sabotage away? Sabotage?
Wheeler
Hold
really
up.
wanted sabotage. Didn't work out, unfortunately. I think he lost patience.
You think so? No
Wheeler said we made it easier for the other team, but no, sir. Because I think we put their eggs on their boards first before Nick and John's eggs. But like, that was a couple seconds, maybe.
sabotage. Round 1. But soon.
Ooh. Nick
Let Joey
sabotage.
inspect. Let Joey inspect.
I was trying to compromise him here. Start blowing on this thing.
You see a crack?
It was hot out there, man.
Blew like 1,000
my
times
nose hair.
harder on our egg.
Going
Nice
nowhere.
slow breaths, John.
Are we supposed to
Got
be
to
breathing
wiggle.
on this egg?
I am.
Look at him smirk.
But his concentration, though, is there. You have to give him that.
True, he was concentrated.
At this point, our competitors, they haven't eaten in a long time.
That's true as well. They're hungry. This is not actually 5 hours. This is maybe half hour at maximum. But, we edited it. Look at these eggs. Oh, wow. I mean, this was, intense in the moment. Connor did make it a lot better with his music, but Nick was not annoyed.
Now we are adding board number 2. And egg number 2
Yeah,
as well.
we added a second board and a second egg.
Right in the middle.
Made it a little bit more challenging.
No compromise.
So that way now they're focusing on 2 as opposed to just the 1. Okay.
Is 2 harder than 1?
Is it?
No.
Is 2 harder than 1?
Do it again.
I did
Is
it
2 eggs harder than 1?
One more time.
I think
one
it
more
might
time
be.
and again.
Oh, we got a roller. We got some rolls. Oh my god. Oh, but they
Ooh,
rocked it.
saved it.
My
That was
God,
crazy.
they saved it.
Yeah, there's an electric save.
Wow. Now that was a save. Next time, they might
This
not
is
be so
intense, huh?
It's nice and still, folks.
I honestly did not even see it drop.
They
I
dropped
was
an egg.
inspecting
over
their
on
other
the blue
egg.
side. They dropped an egg. The blue team. Red team definitely won that.
I was like, did
I
we
wasn't
lose?
saying
No
it.
one was answering.
Red team wins reward, not the
Now
blue
it's-
team.
Yeah, Wheeler was not happy with that one. So that's a Wheeler and Marshall
look
loss,
this time.
unfortunately.
We had our first challenge, which was balancing eggs on planks of wood.
Hmm.
In reality, was not hard.
Come
I
on.
honestly, genuinely think Wheeler was just not patient enough for it. I think we would have been standing there a solid hour, and he
Would've
just
done
said
the
it's
full
not
5,
worth
maybe.
the prize, and he dropped it on purpose.
Marshall and Wheeler seemed to have a coordination issue there.
It was.
so
It was an
First of all,
accident.
everyone, including the production, didn't really seem to know which way the beach was on
I
that
talked about it, I
challenge.
was
When we switched to the
confused.
second boards, Marshall and I had like 15 seconds extra of holding up the thing.
There was
That's
a
true.
lot went into our team's failure in that. That wasn't, I wouldn't necessarily put it on our team. The egg challenge did become a win for us. We managed to steal an egg from Nick, and because we stole that egg successfully, we got 3 eggs. So we did end up with 4 eggs out of that challenge.
Nothing to complain about there. Nothing.
Strawberry, watermelon, or mystery? You look like a mystery kind of guy.
This candy bowl really saved this team here from self-destruction.
Is definitely poisonous and looks very scary. Those spikes and
You
like
gotta
the
watch out for
bright
that.
white hair, like it's not trying to hide at all.
I don't know what that is, but it does look scary.
So one of the items that I came with, or actually no, it wasn't the one that I came with. It was one that Nick had bid on beforehand. Was a challenge to go to the other camp and steal something without getting noticed.
What's going on up there?
John did it.
lawnmower?
Shouts out John.
What the hell?
Went to the other camp. This is where
Wheeler and Marshall also
hill.
received a similar challenge,
It was like
if
10
not the
minutes
same
away
exact
from
challenge.
Nick.
So Wheeler was very, he knew what I was there to do. I let Marshall use
Yeah, he
my
didn't
lighter
trust
to
him.
light the cigar.
I think you just got robbed, John, because unless you're willing to fist fight me for it,
Oh no!
I'm not giving it back.
But watch what John does here, bro.
And he then used that to start their fire. So
Mhm.
Marshall and Wheeler bent down and were starting to tend to the fire. And while they did that, I bent down with them and picked up Marshall's wallet
Hell yeah!
and stuck it right in my pocket, and nobody saw.
Wasn't really allowed, but
Marshall's wallet.
we didn't really have
So
anything
that earned me another
else
3
to
eggs,
steal. So
putting our legitimate total at, I think,
we counted
11.
it. This is when Ethan, our friend Ethan, who was also on production, showed up. He helped us move a lot of shit into the woods. Feed the Beast challenge. All right, we gotta talk about this real quick. So check that out. There's our table with all of our items, our grocery items that we had just gone out and bought, which sucked again because that was a 40-minute trip out and a long time at the grocery store and then coming back. So they're waiting around all day for this, but it was worth it because I do think this challenge went well. And the goal of this challenge was, I think it was each team was going to choose, a bunch of items that we had on that table, and it was whoever could get it closest to that target, that red target, would get to choose their items first and get to have an actual good meal. But the meal was not for them. It was for our friend Ethan, who had just arrived on set, and we had him play a character for this role. He was called the Beast. So the name of this is obviously Feed the Beast, the challenge, and you have to satisfy the beast. And yeah, you'll see.
Welcome to the Feed the Beast Challenge. Teammates on both sides will be given the opportunity to fire an arrow. If they hit the area on the black, then they can pick one item. If they hit the area on the red, they can pick 2 items.
Glorious.
Nick's team has first dibs. He has chosen to go first. Part 2 of the Feed the Beast Challenge. Once each team has collected their...
It was hard to get good audio here because it's my fault. We were wearing those necklaces and I was getting that mic a little close.
items, they will prepare a meal. And we will send out the beast. Each team must satisfy the beast.
Absolutely.
The beast is hungry. Oh, he's even more hungry than I even imagined. This is Feed the Beast. Let's go.
I feel like this right here is where I was starting to get my flow down a little bit more because I was like super tired throughout this day. Obviously, we didn't get a whole lot of sleep either. We got like a couple hours, and I was woken up early because Connor thought that he heard an animal outside of our tent. It was just Marshall like rubbing around in there. But yeah, I think this is where I was starting to get the character down a little bit more. And I was, some of that fatigue was wearing off, and I was getting used to it doing this. Yeah, I think I still like fucked up on explaining some of the rules for this challenge, but I was talking a lot. I just wanted to fill a lot of dead air here. So
Go!
this is like a toy kid's bow and arrow that we
Whoa!
in Army Navy for those shots.
Nick,
We just
you may pick your
talk
first
about that.
item. Choose.
we just had them sit there and we're like, hey, can you give us like fake reaction shots reacting to each time they shoot an arrow? So that's what you're gonna see there.
Carefully.
Beef.
Nick chooses the beef.
Good choice.
He fires.
It was
Swing
hard
and
to hit.
miss.
It was. It was a tough
Reggie
target to
covered his
hit.
face.
Nick, I mean,
Oh,
Wheeler
and almost a
Wheeler
hit
gets
to the
close, but
target.
I
It's
don't
off
think
to
he
the
could do
right
it. It
side.
was hard to do.
He fires. Oh, just a side right
You're not going to
miss
do it
on the
that
second
much
round.
until you practice.
And he gets
Nick-
through the black
think
once
he
again.
got a good amount of
Nick
practice
gets to pick
beforehand.
his second item.
Just on his own.
He chooses the salt and pepper. Ding, 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 ding. Looking confident this time around.
I think Marshall does it.
Marshall aiming it right at Reggie's head. He's getting ready to fire. He fires
This
right
is a
through
toy
the black.
bow.
That's
Toy
a
bow.
point. Marshall, step right up. You're going to select your item.
An already made meal. Pretty good.
A pre-made meal. Marshall chooses stronger.
Stronger every day.
He fires a little
Okay.
high.
Wheeler
Fire
was
right
nice enough
through.
to
A
Sweet
classic
corn.
Del
do
Monte
this by his
corn.
sport. I mean, he didn't have a
Focuses.
choice, but
Uses great precision. And he hits the top of the target, but in Joey's opinion, not enough for an
yeah,
item.
that's not gonna work.
Thinking, should I get a bullseye this time?
Marshall, confident about bullseye.
Look at that camera. I didn't
He
even
fires
realize
right
that.
through, but it's not quite the bullseye. It is a very good shot.
It's a good shot.
He chooses the rice, just like the video game. He
Oh,
fires,
wow.
but it is not enough for a food item. He fires.
Ooh,
To be honest, I did not see what happened there. Marshall now hiding after what happened out there last time, the ricochet. He aims. He shoots.
nice.
Right through.
And Nick was really good at this. I don't know. It seemed
Nick
like he had
chooses
practice
the
beforehand.
pan. He ducks, he aims, he
Seemed like he
fires,
was
and
into this,
Marshall hits
maybe,
it.
I don't know.
He chooses.
No!
Yes, the
Kind of a
crazy
disadvantage.
cheese. The crazy cheese. Looking ready.
Spraying the crazy
He's had a
cheese in
lot
the
of
mouth.
practice at this point, so we'll see how he does now.
He's also moved farther up. That was moved farther up.
He fires right
Nice.
through. I can do this, he says. Nick is
That
ready.
was I would not have been able
Ready
to do that.
position. That's what everyone was thinking.
Got
He
a nice
chooses the pan.
Yeah, we had to go out and buy the pans too. I think we got them at Savers.
And he fires right over. He aims. He fires
got
right through. My man, Mr. Talia. That
My
is
man.
an item.
Guess we're going thick and chunky.
There go the salsa. And
Here we go, Wheeler.
he shoots.
Yeah, man,
Not
it was tough.
quite a hit on that target.
I still feel
Nick steps up. Fires, and it's right through once again. Came away with the beans.
Yeah, Nick.
Now,
pretty much
because
got
Nick and John have half the items, Wheeler and
Fucking
Marshall
go
get
for
the
this.
final
Chose
two
everything
items
you wanted.
placed here on the table. It's time for the Feed the Beast Challenge, Part 2. Are we ready?
Everyone was so dead tired. All right, yeah. So I think I was away for the scene. I don't remember why. I think I was like getting Ethan ready or something, or dressing him up to become the beast, who's gonna test out their meal.
Yeah, I'm cooking for my boy.
Well, they kind of, cook their meals over the fire.
The mashed potatoes with a bit of cheese in there.
They actually did look like good meals too. I was impressed by what they made for real. I was like, every time I was like, whoa, these guys are way better than I imagined. So, shout out to our contestants. They did a good job.
Mystery's always fun.
That looked good. I would eat that. They didn't have utensils or anything. So they did a good job. How do you get that?
I burnt my mouth on this earlier, but I want to go for another
I
bite.
hope that's Ethan up there. I think it's full out there.
Now I'm plating up chicken and sausage gumbo with extra.
I felt bad. You'll see why, but they didn't actually get to really eat too much of this. You'll see why, but I felt bad. My original intention was to have them enjoy a meal here, but by the end of this, again, we're just ready to go. So
Extra chicken and some potato pancakes.
I got basic chili, and I put green beans and corn in there.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to feed
here he
our
comes.
friend, our companion. Which
We had Ethan get out of there, but yeah, I think he's hiding at the top of the hill here. They have no idea of Ethan's character at this point or what the beast means, but I keep saying feed the beast, so they're about to find out.
food tastes the best? Which one will he enjoy the
I think we're
most?
having like
I now introduce to you folks the Beast.
do a warmonger yell there. It's a tough hill to get down to. I think. Yeah, he's smoking as he's coming down. Yeah, he tripped.
What's that beast?
We have him carry a hammer, of course. Beast looks good. Which meal is he gonna like best? Let's see.
Okay.
I don't know what I was saying here. I think I was like doing a bit or something where like everything the beast was doing, I was just like, okay. I don't know if it worked. Probably not.
He's eating ingredients. That wasn't part of the meal.
He's hungry. He's bashing everything that he hates. He's bashing up.
You just ruined the.
liked Nick's the best. I remember when we initially shot this, I thought he was like gonna come over and tell me which meal he liked the best, but I just like didn't know whose was whose, I think, or something, because I wasn't there when they were making their meals or something like that, or maybe I just wasn't paying attention. But yeah, I had to be told by production, the camera crew here, who had actually won. I assumed it.
Okay.
Jesus, man.
At one point, yeah, Ethan was crazy with that because he at one point Ethan had almost tripped in the fire, and then he like almost threw the table back in the fire. So we were like trying to make sure Ethan was good, but he really committed to that character, the Beast there. So shout out Ethan, that was a good job. The Beast.
And the winner of the Feed the Beast challenge is Nick and John.
Good stuff.
Good job, gentlemen.
Good stuff.
The Beast was satisfied.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. We had kind of decided we were gonna gather and go home after this, so we'll count who has the most.
Contestants, welcome to the closing ceremony.
Look at that.
Thank you for enduring Joey's crazy ride. Now, it's been a grueling 48 days out here in the wilderness.
There's a bit that obviously the show goes on for way longer than it does. It's a weekend. That's our little secret. And there's another bit that I always offer them a trip to South Beach, Miami, Florida, whoever wins, which is not real. But, you know.
But there can only be one winner for this competition. Nick, bring me your eggs. We are going to...
So I'm just going to say outright that Nick and John had more eggs than Wheeler by a good amount, Wheeler and Marshall. But Wheeler and Marshall, we ended up like bringing more eggs from our campground, and we decorated them and like put like, somebody decorated them. I forget who. They put like brown feathers around the eggs just to like, I don't know. We're going to do something that like, oh, having this other egg means something, but that got too complicated. So we did not end up using them. But then Wheeler's team found them and like stored them in his own basket to try to win this thing. But even with that, I don't think that was enough eggs to surpass Nick. He had a good number. It's, you know, and again, it's not that Wheeler and Marshall didn't do a good job. They did, but I think it was just, you know, people always think production has their hand on the scale a little bit. Maybe they did. But I can genuinely tell you that this is our first time doing it. We're not focused on helping one team over another.
To do a final egg count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Does this seem correct? 16 eggs,
team, right?
for John and Nick. Tyler,
Good job.
let me see your team's eggs.
And the
It is
candy
now
bar.
time to count the eggs. Interesting.
Okay, that's what I was talking about. I guess it was the black feathers there. I'm not sure what we were trying to do with that.
Interesting.
I think they're, yeah.
Okay. How many eggs do Marshall and Tyler have?
I didn't
Keep
know
in
if I was
mind, the
gonna
other
count
team
those,
has 16 eggs.
but I ended up
1,
counting them
2,
because
3, 4, 5,
Curious
6, 7,
see
8,
if they
9.
surpass Nick.
9 white eggs. Does this seem correct?
Oh, you forgot the brown ones.
Yeah, so then I'll
The
count
brown
those.
eggs.
He actually did
1,
with
2, 3,
the eggs that he
4, 5,
stole.
6,
He passed
7,
Nick.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Good to do a good job
15.
here. He would have probably won if it was a survival match.
Nick's team wins. I mean, I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, now if you wouldn't mind, I'm just going to say what your reward is, of course, because you win a gigantic reward and a trip to South Beach, Miami, Florida.
Not gonna lie, I like this just kind of the layout and the looks of this like clothes better than our new one that we did. But pretty much everything else is better about the new video. So, but this was a good close here. You know, we did a good job. And what I like about just being in the middle of like a random spot in the woods is we can do whatever we want with the eggs. You'll see.
Yes.
Really? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, so they
Yep,
win that,
for
and
real.
at the end of the day,
You want a trip
Nick
to South
and
Beach, Miami,
John,
Florida?
great
It's
job,
real.
and Tyler and
Not
Marshall,
fake.
you two did an incredible job as campers out in the woods over 48
And we
days.
don't have to go.
Yeah, I was.
And you don't have to go to
pleasantly-
Florida.
True, you
Mr.
don't.
Raz,
have to
are
go
you
to Florida.
paying me now?
Yeah.
Ethan was
Definitely.
asking if I was paying him.
You can't do
Like
this to
hostage.
Mr. Razzle. No, not me, not me. The fuck? Okay, I will admit the vacation was fake.
Trip was a lie. They're all getting me. Had to get them. All right, that's it. I made this little end graphic, and Connor put the images over it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Should I show you the trailer that we did for our upcoming video? 'Cause I'm definitely gonna stream that too. That's coming out on Sunday. This video's on Bug Television. I think we're probably gonna put a new one there as well.
Genetic cell hybrid species link.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun doing this. It sucked to get out of there though, because it was like, again, just dragging a bunch of shit. Luckily, we found an easier way to get out, so it wasn't hot chocolate. That looks good. Cozy beats to study and relax to. But yeah, it was a lot easier getting out of there because we found like a road that was closer, and we're like, oh, we could have just been doing this the whole time. We could have been parking here the whole time, and then we had to get out and leave. But it made it a lot easier. So here, I'm gonna try to show you a video that we were working on. Here it is. Check out Bug Television, guys. Vision here. I think I've been working on this since I was like 19.
Sorry,
with Connor.
I didn't see you there. My name is Joey Razzle, and over the last 6 months, I've created a hardcore outdoor adventure game.
So I'm looking a little bit different this time. We really got the look down. Connor went online and bought a cool Scoutsman uniform for me. So the look is a little more different. It's a little bit more hardcore on this outing. Yeah, this is our upcoming video that we got coming out. So each year, that's our goal, is to try to do this for right now. And we're gonna have more contestants this time around. There's gonna be 6 as opposed to just 4.
My new reality show, Touching Grass. Now these contestants
More
that
hard.
I'm going to have on this show are going to be, because they are basement dwellers, gamers, degenerate lowlifes that haven't done anything in their life. We're gonna bring these degenerate gamers out into the wild. No food, no water, but most importantly, no gaming. We're gonna take these lowlifes and put them in absolutely horrifying
That's what I'm trying to do.
situations that these people never thought they would be in their life. They thought they'd be sleeping next to mommy and daddy forever, but now they're gonna be sleeping with Joey. Don't get sunburnt. Don't die of starvation. Of course, everyone loves Mr. Razzle.
Singing more this time too.
Where are you? Touching grass.
Get excited.
Touching grass.
On it, touching grass.
grass.
It's gonna be crazy.
When I find you, it's not going to end pretty.
But it might.
Ah! Ah! I'm
I'm
Scoutmaster
hard.
Joey Razzle, and this is my reality show, Touching Grass. Are you ready?
Folks for tuning into this stream. We'll catch you in the next one. Yes. Yes. Get ready. It's gonna be good, man. I'll do commentary for that one as well. All right. Goodbye.